On this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. De'Aaron Fox out there with Insanity, and it's Lee in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Walker out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Lets the 3 fly. And Lee pulls it down. Here's Insanity. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And finished off by Walker.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Puts one up from 19. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a foul there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
San Antonio with the ball. Lee outside. Shoots over Dort. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but still got the shot to fall.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Here's Holmgren. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And a savvy pump fake move from the rookie Holmgren. That kind of intelligent play could serve him well in the regular season.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw drops for Holmgren. Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
Holmgren hits them both. And DB, as we look ahead here, the Thunder seem to be well positioned for sustained success.
They certainly do, Kevin, and the reason you say that is because Oklahoma City has not only amassed a tremendous amount of young talent, their culture is in place, and they have a history of developing young talent. Now it's about building consistent habits and making sure that translates to winning. Boy, having a hard time making shots, just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Sochan, that shot is off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Walker. Over Lee. And too long on the shot.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Sochan. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
First free throw is good. You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And the second free throw, good. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
And he makes all three.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Here to look at the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. He's putting up 33 points a night, 12 rebounds, and he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Now here's Williams. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Here's Walker. He with the block.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Tips it. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 8.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Here's Insanity. 6-point game. Fox from outside. Walker with the rebound. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox passes to Insanity. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama on the follow.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Fox. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Here's Sohan. Against Miami, he was really on his game. That's to Williams. Here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity. putting his length to great use.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Do the stat sheet here for him. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Here's Fox. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Walker. Rebound by Sohan.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Fox passes to Sohan. This is it to Insanity. Drills the three-pointer.
Number 5.
Insanity's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thunder trailing by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Walker. He with the block. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And here now the Thunder. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time.
De'Aaron Fox.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 9 points. Williams kicks to Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Williams. Latrey hits the three-point bomb.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Lee. Kept alive. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama throws it down.
For Oklahoma City.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Steins checked in for Chet Holmgren. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Spurs, a game behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. During the summer of 2019, DB, Oklahoma City traded Paul George to the Clippers.
They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that trade, who goes on to become an all-NBA selection and looks like his future is like all-star level every year. Not only that, you've got a boatload of picks, one of which was Jalen Williams, who's a big-time upside player in this league. Wow, what a deal for this group.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by San Antonio.
Yeah, easy call.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Insanity. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Fox. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
De'Aaron Fox at the line for one.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Now, here's George. Scoreless thus far. Williams with a clean look. It's good from long range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Fox. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. It's deflected.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Down low, picked off in midair. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. They grab their own miss, and Lee with the stuff.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 6-point lead. Pass to Sohan. Off target from outside.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's the focus from SGA, the ability to absorb contact and finish.
Here's Insanity after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Fox, and a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Drops one in from the wing. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Floats it up for Walker. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Insanity the pass to Sochan. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Walker. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Lee, that's good.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Doris, you don't see many players in the NBA that play the way Lou Dort does.
Wow. Kevin, this guy is legit as a defensive player in the NBA. Loves to do the dirty work. May play the two-guard position, but his frame and his game play more like a forward. The kid plays with so much ferocity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked. Inside. And Fox gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Already, they've piled up 8 second-chance points.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Walker. He with the block.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wembanyama outside. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 6 points for him. Two on the clock. And he hits the jumper for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. Insanity is out there with Paul, and it's Lee in at the small forward spot. Wallace looking for an opening. Broke loose and stolen by Wembanyama. Shoots the 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, Chris Paul has made a living doing just this, finding the open teammate.
Wallace inside. Right side to Walker. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lee passes to Sochan. Here's Insanity, guarded by Walker. Here's Insanity. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Oklahoma City is a franchise that has to have patience. Coach Mark Daigneault said there's no schedule. That's the biggest thing. There's a way of operating that we're very confident and that we're going to bet on. And that's developing, having a good environment, and trying to play a style that scales forward. We're just going to keep our head down. Kevin, back to you.
And keep going straight ahead. All right, DA, thanks. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way.
Timeout.
Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Some rookies have had a very hot hand this season. These are the best three-point shooters in the NBA's freshman class. Second, Chet Holmgren.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Walker the pass to Caruso. Holmgren in the corner. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Holmgren's got 6.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Spurs.
Ball against Wallace. The 8-footer. Rejected by Walker. Looking to end his cold spell and finished off by Walker.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Miscue there. Haven't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Charles Bassey, Harrison Barnes, Devin Vassell.
Under trailing by 12. Here's Wallace. Basket counts. Wallace has got his first points in this one.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And the pass to Vassell. On the wing, Barnes. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Vassell. San Antonio again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Walker, the shot from the low post is good. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Caruso against Vassell. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him, and he's able to get it back. Here's Lee, and finally they hit one. Lee's got 12 points in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Wallace against Paul. Here's Hartenstein. Up and in on the way. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Barnes against Holmgren. Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Spurs leading by 4. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Let's look at the numbers for Walker. 8th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got waxed on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Spurs shoot their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Caruso kicks to Wallace. Caruso looking for an opening. They get it back. In the corner, Wallace with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter.
For the deep, giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Lee dishes to Barnes. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Wallace. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 17-4 run.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Ball passes to Bassey. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Wallace. He's got 5. Lee with the block. Here's Walker. Good D by Lee.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Wallace. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Throws it up high. And the jump by Holmgren.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Barnes outside. It's Vassell on the wing. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Hey, you take a look at Lee, 5th in the league and patrolling the paint.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
And that one falls for Vassell.
You watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Alex Caruso. Spurs also with the sub. Fox, he's checked in for Paul. Vassell hits them both. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game.
Spurs foul. Harrison Barnes. First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one at the line is good.
They hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Good on both. Here's Insanity. He has 7. Outside, Fox. To the middle, here's Wembanyama.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. To the inside. Here's Sohan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sohan's got 7 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Greg, isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. Three-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
Here's Wallace after the basket by San Antonio. Lee with the block. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Wiggins, and it's Dort in for Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 7. Another shot, and it's Lee getting it to go. Lee's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Lee with the steal. Wembanyama outside.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Thunder trailing by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That stuck with me. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And here is Fox. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama has got 21 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Loads it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 7. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan, defended by Dort. No good from Lee.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Fox kicks to Lee. 1:15 left here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren the pass to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
That's about the vision that Chet Holmgren brings to the floor. Sees the entirety of the game and finds a ready shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Fox has got 9. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Williams in the post. 10 points for him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
So it's the Thunder now. After the basket by San Antonio. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Spurs. Lee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 18 feet out. That shot missing. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. They closed the first quarter with a 6-point advantage. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio...
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they had a tough half defensively, and they weren't rotating. Guys was open. They weren't rotating to the shooters. In fact, they weren't even moving their feet. And the offense took advantage of that. So they got to go back to the fundamentals if they want to get back in this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Come on, everyone. Make some noise.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Spurs leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Walker out there with Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Sohan after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Sohan. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Fox from outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Thunder trailing by 9. Passes it to Walker. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Wembanyama. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Wembanyama has got 23. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Fox. He's got 11. Lee outside. Fires top of the key. And that one drops. He's got 20.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
George and the Thunder, another 3.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Lee against Walker. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 9.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Insanity, the pass to Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time. And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Insanity. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Here's Insanity. He's got 9. Dishes it to Fox. Pass to Sohan. Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by San Antonio. There's the pass to Sohan. Lee against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Holmgren. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Lee. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
The Thunder have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First free throw is good.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become a walking bucket, folks. This is now an elite NBA scorer.
Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Lee. They get it again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Thunder trailing by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. From 10 feet out. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Fox finds Lee. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's good. Holmgren's got 13.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Drives to the hoop. Here's Wembanyama with plenty of space. Great look, but off the mark. Lee with the steal. Over Walker. San Antonio again missing. Dort against Lee. Dort passes to Williams. Holmgren trying to get open. Gets it down to single digits. 12 points for Williams.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Insanity. From the high post. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Timeout. It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out. He continues to just make them pay.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Lee against Walker. Insanity, the pass to Lee. Here's Insanity. 4 on the shot clock. Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama looking it over. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Lee finds Wembanyama. Wasted no time on that one. Wembanyama has got 10 points in just the second half. Thunder trailing by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Walker. A wide open look here for Caruso. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He gets it in there.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pitch wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, he's jacked in for Walker. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Lee. He's got 24, and he gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
And he knocks down the first one. The Spurs making a switch here. Fox is checked in. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now Fox. He's got 13. Passes it to Vassell. And the rejection by Holmgren. Down low, here's Wallace. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wallace has got his third basket of the night.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Barnes outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Shoots over Holmgren. Wembanyama, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 10.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And the shot goes in.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Wallace outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Fox. That misses off the backboard. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Vassell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
drills it. Barnes against Holmgren. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Here's Vassell. The baseline jumper goes down. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. 14 points for Williams.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Williams against Vassell. Over Williams. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Vassell's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot on the wing. The shot misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Spurs. They lead by 12. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. Fox is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Wiggins, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for 2, Aaron Wiggins.
Free throw good, Wiggins. Lee's checked in for the Spurs. Paul comes in for Fox. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Spurs leading by 10. Lee outside. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wallace outside. Williams inside. Covered by Vassell.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Wallace against Paul. 5 to shoot. Wiggins from outside. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Lee. And it's Barnes at the elbow. It's Lee, top of the key. Back to Barnes. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Spurs lead by 12.
How about that? Barnes in attack mode. Big time power move through traffic.
Williams. And the layup falls.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Thunder making the shot. And it's Barnes at the elbow, and he makes that one.
It's a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot-up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Paul.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Barnes outside. Paul outside for three. Vassell, no good. Thunder trailing by 10. Wallace outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Holmgren. Not three off the mark.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
First team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Lee taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Thunder with some changes. Walker's checked in for Holmgren. Dort comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 11. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
That's just concentration from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy's accustomed to big-time defense.
Lee outside. From downtown.
San Antonio foul. Sohan. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Barnes against Wiggins. That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dort against Lee. Barnes outside. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Yeah, with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the job.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
They get the rebound. Clock at 4. Stolen away. Tipped away. Zohan, the pass to Barnes. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And Paul launches it from deep. Dort grabs the miss.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here now the Thunder. Walker the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Walker. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Bounce pass from Paul. That's a 2 from Barnes. San Antonio again missing. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Lee. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Oklahoma City's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Fox. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
At the line for the Spurs, number 5. Taking 2 shots.
first one falls. And so he hits both. Thunder trailing by 10. Williams scanning the floor. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Insanity. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Insanity. From 13, rejected by Walker. They recover it. Lee gets the bucket. For Oklahoma City, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Another block. Floats it up for Wembanyama. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's good.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama down low. Good. Wembanyama's got 39.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Williams with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Outside, Dort. On the wing, Williams. 6 to shoot. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was nice touch by Lee.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Just 2 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Pass to Insanity. And Fox has it in the corner. The Thunder pull it in. Walker's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Insanity. Lee outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lee's got 32 points.
Oh, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Lee against Walker. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And there's the pass to Holmgren. Trains the three-pointer.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now, here's Fox. Inside, Sohan. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Insanity. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. He with the block.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for San Antonio.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And they took charge when it counted and be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Fox hits them both. Here's Dort. Outside Williams, three-pointer, in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Lee. Wembanyama trying to free himself up.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Insanity. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.